Hi there, I'm Peter. Some may know me as Pete XL. Out there in one or the other forum, a lot of people ask me how I do my processing, and I tried to explain it in a written form, but had to realize that it's very hard to understand and a lot of work. So I have a little time this weekend, and I'll do my very best to show what I do on my images, at least the basic steps. I'm not able to show the whole processing until the end. There's just the time to show the basic steps and techniques that I find helpful in my processing. Before I start the actual processing, I normally want to know what's in the image, and as I start with a 32-bit Deep Sky Stacker file, I first have to convert it into 16-bit to then look into the image with image adjustments equalize that shows all that's in, all the stacking artifacts and all the nice fine nebulosity that, if I do it good later, will be seen in the final image. After I've seen what I wanted, I redo the changes and come back to my 32-bit TIFF file that came out of Deep Sky Stacker. First of all, I copy my background layer with Ctrl-J, and then I open levels with Ctrl-L, and frequently and iteratively shift the mid slider to the left, always in small steps. To have more convenience, I record an action for this. And so I can do it multiple times, just pressing Ctrl-L here in my case, or the right arrow there. Do that 4 or 5 times. Finally, I open levels again with Ctrl-L and shift the left slider a little bit to the right. When I do that, I'm careful not to clip any dark data. In the next step, I do a crop on the image to eliminate all the stacking artifacts. The next steps are standard operations. I always do. From now on, we work in a 16-bit file. So the image mode has to be changed from 32-bit TIFF to 16-bit TIFF. Open levels with Ctrl-L. Now you see the gap between the background peak and the left side of the histogram. To get that closed, I first set a control point in a dark, starless part of the image. Then open Ctrl-L and set with a double right click on the black pipette the black value to 25 or so, which is for me a good level for the background brightness or darkness. So then choose the black eyedropper and click onto the control point for the background. I see that the brightest part is nearly saturated. The background is around 25, but I see that the white balance is not okay, so I take the gray pipette and click on the neutral background control point to have it white balanced. Next, I like to do some noise reduction in a very early part of my image processing, because I don't want to risk that the stretching also stretches the noise. So I do a slight and decent first noise reduction. For that, I like to use the Carboni tools. The action is called Deep Space Noise Reduction. Next, I do some preparations for the gradient exterminator. I save the object to the Iris Nebula and invert by selecting it and then inverting the selection. After that, open the gradient exterminator, let it do 2 passes, first medium, and low, and in the second run fine and medium. Then deselect and do 1 run of HLVG, Hasta la Vista Green, which is never wrong. Hasta la Vista Green is a free plugin for Photoshop. It is great and eliminates all greenish tint or things with greenish tonal values that you don't want to see in your image, especially not in the stars. And if I look at the image now, the gradients are gone, sticking artifacts are gone, and this is a good basis for doing the real work.